Hey friends, it's Free Opinion Brainy, my free opinion, and we're going to go ahead and look at two lies, and then we're going to go look at the truth of what actually happened that night, okay?
Farm Arena where the Atlanta Hawks play. They are tabulating the absentee ballots of Fulton County, Georgia's most populous county. A water pipe has broken inside the arena. They had counted 86,000 absentee ballots. We don't know how many more they have yet to tabulate, but all the tabulation of those ballots has now stopped.
Both of the lies. A water pipe broke, and all the tabulation has stopped. Let's go ahead and look at what actually happened that night. So after they told everybody to leave, they kept counting. And they didn't just keep counting the ballots that they were already counting. They pulled new boxes out from underneath this black table here. And I will be blowing it up so you can see just this this camera angle, hopefully. Let's go ahead and watch.
We don't see that. What we see is typically you're going to find ballots, back in this corner.
The corner she's talking about is this corner right here with the lady with the yellow shirt. All the way around to this side. Like this whole part is all the same wall.
Or coming in through a door, and then they get moved and circulated throughout the room. And it can get a little confusing because they have these black containers of ballots. They have the U.S. Postal Service containers. But what we were trying to do when we determined that there were ballots being pulled out from underneath this table is, what was the chain of custody? Where did they come from? Who put them there? When did they put them there? We only reviewed this at about 1 in the morning last night for a couple of hours, so we're going to need about 14 hours to watch it carefully because we fast-forwarded through it several times and could not find that particular frame, but here's what we can tell you for sure. At about 8 o'clock in the morning, and we're going to roll this back.
Now, what she said there was that they couldn't find the particular frame of when they put the boxes underneath the table, okay? Well, that's because they didn't have 14 hours to watch all the video. All seriousness, if anybody wants to try to get this to that legal team, I will sit down and watch all 14 hours. Let's go ahead and keep watching because they're about to start pulling out the black boxes. That looked like this box right here. But for some reason, they hid them underneath this table. Why did they do that? But when they pull them out, because they look like these boxes right here, it just looks like they're counting more ballots. Why did they have to wait till everybody left? Why did they have to wait till there was no proof of where those ballots came from or the chain of custody that brought those ballots to that spot underneath that table? And at 8 in the morning, this lady right here with the blonde braids was the one that put this table up. So let's go ahead and keep watching.
I can show it to you. There you go. So now they're going to start pulling these ballots out from under this table.
Oh, and like state officials think that we're all stupid, like we don't have two eyes that can see, all right? State officials are like, no, those boxes were sitting next to the table. There is a camera right here looking right at that table. If you guys are going to commit a felony, at least do it where there's not a camera. Let's go ahead and keep watching.
This table, the black one, was placed there by the lady with the blonde braids.
There's the first
at about
case.
8:22 a.m. in the morning. So
there's case number 1, okay? Kind of looks like this case, right? Has like white sticker or something on the front.
Lady with the blonde braids at about 8:22 a.m. in the morning. So she put that table there.
Miss White Braids is going to grab the next one right here. Oh, wait. Right there. There's case number 2. Looks just like this case as well, doesn't it? It's kind of funny to me that they had these underneath this table and nobody was touching them throughout the entire day. But when the entire place closes down, that's when they grab these ballots. And there's still one more case that's going to be pulled out.
Out under the pretense that we're going to stop counting is the person who put the
They also tried to say that these weren't ballots at one point too.
Table there at 8:22 in the morning. Yeah, I saw 4 suitcases come out from underneath the table.
There's one stack of ballots. Here's 2 stacks of ballots. There's more underneath this stack. I think she pulls out the last 2 together.
In the red.
And then look, boom, another black. They called them suitcases, but they're black boxes, just like these ones right here. Because you'd be stupid to not use the same boxes, because that's the easiest way to get caught counting fraudulent ballots. You see what I'm talking about? Would you use a different color or a different case altogether, or use the same ones? So when you put all of those cases together in a corner somewhere, you can't pick which one is the right case. Let's go ahead and keep watching. And Georgia has more than just this problem. Georgia's had a bunch of problems, all right? Think of it. Thousands of votes that skewed heavily towards Trump were just found during the recount. Signature verification is what we need.
So he just pulled one out.
For one, this isn't like like it's just their Senate race where, oh, okay, we just cheated our own population out of who they wanted to be, like Senate or congressman. You cheated all of America out of who they wanted to be president. You see what I'm saying? So you need to start actually thinking about this in a wider sense. It's not just this state that got cheated. It was you and me that also got cheated. There's second batch, third batch.
Separate from all the other ballots.
Back here, they're pulling the ballots out.
The place is cleared out with no witnesses. Is the question. So these machines can process about 3,000 ballots an hour. You have multiple machines there, and they're there for 2 hours. So
the reason that they wanted all the people that were sitting back against the one wall to leave first before they pulled these out was because they knew that the poll challengers were going to challenge each and every one of these cases. Where's the chain of custody? Why were they underneath that table? Why did nobody touch them all day up until we closed and you guys told us to leave to go home?
You do the math. How many ballots went through those machines?
18,000 if it was just the 3 machines running and just those 3 boxes. The margin of victory for Georgia is, give me 1 second because I have it here, 12,670. If there were 4 black cases, then that would be 2,400. 24,000, not 2,400. So you see what I'm saying? Both ways. Trump won Georgia, but they cheated him and thought nobody was ever going to find out. Guess what? We have video evidence. We found out. Each one of these people need to be brought into the FBI and questioned, seeing as this is a federal crime. FBI, get on it.
In those 2 hours when there was no one there to supervise, to be present, consistent with your statutes and rules, to supervise the tabulation, we believe that could easily be, and probably is certainly, beyond the margin of victory in this race.
All right, I'm going to end that there, but I will be linking the video in the description so you go and watch the whole thing because I skipped around a bit. Guys, just know that more and more evidence is going to keep coming out. Trump knew back in 2016 that there was a lot of fraud going on. He said it multiple times, and people were telling him, "Shut up, you won." He didn't care. He was like, "Hey, no, there was fraud happening, and we need this to be quelled." Nobody wanted to take care of it. Now in 2020, I swear, dude, think about it, okay? 4 years, he's just been letting them set themselves up to fall. See, the Democrat primaries that they did, all right? You could go in person to vote for those ones, but for some reason, the presidential election, they wanted everybody to do mail-in ballots. Why? So they could do stuff like this. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think about this, because I think that this is the smoking gun. This is the proof. This is what they didn't want people to find. Otherwise, this would have came out a lot earlier, and they would have just been like, see, everything was fine. They even said in this hearing, wait, didn't the Secretary of State's office already tell everybody what's been going on in these videos? And the lady turns around, or one of the guys there turn around, and they're like, no, this has never been shown before. This is the first time it's been shown. You guys keep your head up, because I see this ending really badly for the people involved. And I will do an update if the FBI finally do question these people, because you question them, one of them is going to roll over on the other. Think of how many people got caught up that way. You don't do a crime with a bunch of other people. When you do a crime with a bunch of other people, that's more people you got to worry about rolling over on you. Guys, please, have a nice day. This was your present of the day. It was beautiful. I loved seeing it. Let's go ahead and have a great day. I'll be having another video about another part of the Georgia meetings here pretty soon.